Mr. Beast is actually a billionaire and you never knew. In this video, we will show you how to capitalize on the fact that he is a billionaire. We are not referring to the $1.5 billion offer that he has received for his main YouTube channel or the $150 billion informal evaluation that he received for his main channel as well. There are actually several investments that Mr. Beast has made you never knew about that has made Mr. Beast an official billionaire. Most people know about the massive viewership Mr. Beast receives across all of his YouTube channels. However, many people don't realize the tactics that Mr. Beast and hundreds of YouTubers use to massively expand their wealth. First, at the beginning of his growth, Mr. Beast had made several investments. There were a lot of content that used to be in existence on his channel about cryptocurrencies, and specifically Bitcoin. In an interview, Mr. Beast came out to say that his Bitcoin holdings were over $1.5 million. However, that is only in Bitcoin and was multiple years ago, meaning that his investments are much greater now. But this isn't Mr. Beast's only investment. Mr. Beast also purchased several NFTs early and sold them quickly for reportedly 20 to 30x profit, only to reinvest that money back into Friends, an NFT marketplace created by Gary Vaynerchuk. And this alone has created a massive pool of cash. However, we are only scratching the surface at this point. It is known that Mr. Beast receives a large fee for promotions of companies that he places in his videos. And reportedly, this money has gone back into his videos on his main channel, which seems to be accurate. However, what isn't talked about is the money made from knowing that advertising is coming out for these companies. Imagine if you knew that a certain company was going to have the equivalent press of a Super Bowl commercial airing in just a few days. Would you think that that information might be helpful in the potential stock trading decision of investors? Mr. Beast has actually purchased large amounts of stock in companies before they are aired on his channels. For the video Survive 100 Days in Circle, Win $500,000, Mr. Beast promoted Coinbase, a platform that sells primarily cryptocurrencies. It is also public information that Mr. Beast purchased a large amount of Coinbase stock before this advertisement was released. Predictably, the stock went up. Smart move, for sure. It is safe to assume that this behavior is from repetition and that Mr. Beast likely invested in Shopify, Honey, and many other companies that have advertised on his channel. This maximized the creation of profit for his company and his friends. If you didn't notice, YouTubers that are associated with Mr. Beast soon after begin to seem to promote the same companies on their channels. And you can bet, no pun intended, that a tip or two has most likely leaked to the Mr. Beast associates. Which brings us how you can benefit from this in the same way that Mr. Beast does. If you already don't have Robinhood, it is a way for you to purchase and sell stocks without any transaction fees. A potential strategy right now is to have notifications turned on from Mr. Beast's main channel and watch the video as soon as it comes out. Whatever company is being promoted is about to get the equivalent of a Super Bowl commercial in advertising. And you can check if the company is traded publicly. And if Mr. Beast keeps his reputation for success that he's had in the past, then this company will be getting a surge of business. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you that this has worked very well in history's past. However, nothing is for sure, but what is for sure is that if you click the link in this description to start your Robinhood journey, you will receive one stock ranging from $5 to $200 for free, just because you signed up through the link below. The free stock alone is worth the click, but also to be ready to invest in the company that Mr. Beast is promoting next may be a huge win as well. But back to how Mr. Beast has claimed his billionaire status. And now Mr. Beast has transitioned to promoting companies that Mr. Beast himself has created, including Feastables and Mr. Beast Burger. Now, it was reported by Mr. Beast himself that Mr. Beast Burger had paid out over $100 million to partnered restaurants in 2022. That doesn't include how much the Mr. Beast organization made, which is likely much more. It is thought that this burger company had over $500 million in revenue in 2022. Ray Kroc would be rolling in his grave after hearing that just from launching a 12-minute video on a website could instantly create over 1,000 burger locations in operation with $500 million in revenue in less than a year and a half. Crazy. And with Mr. Beast's propensity for investments in the past, you can be sure that he most likely has put his share of that $500 million to good work. Even with a modest 10% return, we are talking major revenue here. It is safe to say that Mr. Beast's channel's expenses are paid from the AdSense that YouTube generates. And if that doesn't cover it, the new price of at least $1 million for a brand deal on one of his videos certainly does, giving the freedom of investing the excess of money made from investments into more companies, both that Mr. Beast owns and others that he does not. Additionally, it was reported from the first 3 months of operation, Feastables had generated over 10 million in sales, and this was before it was available in all Walmarts across the nation. Experts believe that to finish off the year, Feastables sold more than $100 million worth of chocolate, and were only in operation for a half of a year of 2022. This has also led experts to believe that Feastables will sell more than $1 billion in chocolate for the year of 2023. So let's look at the combined net worth. Jimmy himself has turned down an offer of $1 billion to purchase just his main channel for Mr. Beast, of which he scoffed that he would have had entertained the idea if it would be offered at least $150 billion. This is truly a fair evaluation and may be undervalued, as on any given year, the Super Bowl brings in $578 million from advertisements based on the exposure of about 113 million people that are watching the Super Bowl. Now, it is practically child's play for Mr. Beast to garner the same amount of views for each video that he produces. And with putting out multiple videos per month, let's say at 3 videos a month, that is the equivalent of $30 billion a year in advertising value on just his main channel, not including all of his other channels that he has. This equates to more realistically a valuation of his channel at $250 billion just for Mr. Beast's main channel. For Feastables, projections evaluating the company at $10 billion, Mr. Beast Burger at $50 billion, not including all NFTs, etc. that he has in additional investments. It is very likely that Mr. Beast's net worth would be considered in the top 5 wealthiest people in the US, placing him in the ranks of the likes of Elon Musk. And if you think that's impressive, you won't believe what we found out that we are sharing in our next video. Also, congratulations to Camila Carbajal for winning $300 from our last video challenge. Comment below and we will get you paid. And now another $300 is up for grabs. For this video's challenge, you must be subscribed here on YouTube and you must follow Brett Lark on Twitter. And lastly, click the link below for your free stock from Robinhood worth $5 all the way up to $200, and you are entered to win $300 for this video challenge. That could be a total of $500 just from watching the video and clicking a few buttons. Also, if you try using that free stock from Robinhood to invest in the advertisement from Mr. Beast's next video, let us know what happens in the comments below. For the winner of $300 in this challenge will be announced on our next video that will share even more that you never knew about Mr. Beast. Blessings and have a wonderful day.